You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Wake up, Germantown. It's 44 degrees outside on this Thursday, November 9th. I'm Scarlett Simpson. Here are your top stories this morning. A soldier's homecoming in South Florida, 73 years in the making. People at Palm Beach International Airport gave a hero's welcome as the remains of Sergeant Richard Gordon Sowell, who was killed in Japan during World War II, arrived Wednesday. During the battle, authorities were unable to gather the 21-year-old's body. Earlier this year, the remains of Sergeant Sowell were positively identified through a relative's DNA. This hero will be given a proper burial tomorrow at Woodlawn Cemetery. This is a great time to honor not only Sergeant Sowell, but all veterans as we observe Veterans Day this weekend. UCLA is making news for all the wrong reasons. Just days after touching down in Shanghai, 3 players, including star guard LiAngelo Ball, were arrested after allegedly shoplifting. According to China's exit laws, a case must be fully resolved before the suspects are allowed to go home, which means it could take weeks before they can leave China. Anyone convicted of shoplifting there can spend up to 10 years in prison. 2 men are behind bars and dozens of auto burglary cases are now solved. Jamil Spencer and Antonio Bateman were taken into custody at the Cracker Barrel on Davies Plantation Road, where the auto burglars often hit. The 2 men are responsible for a dozen burglaries and focused on where people spend a lot of time, like restaurants and gyms. Law enforcement reminds people to lock your vehicles and remove your valuables. A healthier generation here in the Mid-South. 4 schools in the Mid-South made this year's list of the healthiest schools in the country, according to the Alliance for a Healthier Generation. Of the 323 schools chosen nationwide, 10 of those schools received the Gold Award. It's the highest award for being healthy. Among them is a Shelby County school, Maxine Smith STEAM Academy. Hickory Ridge Elementary, Dyersburg Primary School, and Northwest Prep Academy also made the list. From stage to classroom and vice versa, GHS's own Billy Pullin has spent nearly 25 years doing the 2 things he loves the most, teaching and acting. His passion to his crafts has paid off. Mr. Pullin is a national award-winning teacher and award-winning playwright. I had a chance to speak with him and his students.
And that's when he begins to almost lose it.
Some people say I'm not the traditional English teacher, and I think that's a compliment.
For 25 years, Billy Pullin has called Germantown High School home. During his time there, he's taught everything from speech and acting to debate and English. He's racked up multiple local, state, and national teaching awards. And while teaching is his career, it doesn't define him. Mr. Pullin is also a published playwright and actor.
The theater background, which I taught for quite a while before I taught English, comes in handy.
Mr. Pullin often uses his theater background in his classes, bringing characters and books to life through theater exercises.
Holden, when did you get home?
I remember back when we were learning about Oedipus from our summer work, he was always in character about Oedipus and Jocasta.
During Huck Finn, he'll read out some of the lines and it shows that he's passionate about theater and English.
This leads to a very lively classroom.
You can just walk down the hall and hear his class going on, and it's so lively, and there's so much going on in his classes, and it's all because of his personality.
And we're laughing and we're learning at the same time. The class seems to go by rather quickly.
They're always talking about the weather. I wouldn't say it's a theme.
And while students are having fun learning, Mr. Pullin is pulling the writer out of them.
Phrase that you don't need, that's why you're putting it in commas.
He has the ability of being able to pull out the writing styles of his students, and he motivates them and nurtures them.
When you feel like they actually get something, whether it's a moment in literature, whether you see their writing improve, they finally get it.
After 25 years, there's no stopping Mr. Pullin.
Most people in my age range have retired. I'm not ready to do that because I still like it. And people say, if you still really love it, you might as well keep doing it.
Reporting for Wake Up Germantown, I'm Scarlett Simpson.
I'm Raina Katko with this month's 24 Frame Trivia question and your chance to win 2 free Malco movie passes. Murder on the Orient Express, which opens tomorrow, is a murder mystery movie about a lavish trip through Europe that quickly unfolds into a race against time to solve a murder aboard a train. Everyone's a suspect when Detective Hercule Poirot arrives to interrogate all passengers and search for clues before the killer can strike again. The actor who portrays Detective Hercule Poirot also directed Murder on the Orient Express. So who stars as the detective? Is it A. Johnny Depp, B. Josh Gad, or C. Kenneth Branagh? Think you know the answer? Write your name, phone number, first period teacher, and the correct answer on a sheet of paper and turn it into the contest box in C office by 2:30 today. And now for today's viral video. An airport worker finds joy in his job by dancing like no one is watching. That's it for me. I'm Raina Katko, and I'll see you at the movies.
Hey, I'm Rachel Christopherson, here with another Moments in History. On this day in 1906, President Theodore Roosevelt traveled to Panama to see the progress on the U.S.-funded Panama Canal. This was the first foreign trip by a U.S. president. Also on this day in 1911, Frenchman George Cloud applied for a patent on neon signs, starting a revolution in modern flashy advertising. Finally, in 1966, John Lennon and Yoko Ono had the fateful meeting that eventually led to Lennon leaving and breaking up the Beatles. That's it for Moments in History. I'm Rachel Christopherson.
Welcome to the first edition of Tech Talk. I'm your host, Rodney McKenna. Today we're checking out some of the winners of the 2017 Edison Awards. Winning gold in outdoor sports, we have the DTV Shredder, a brand new off-road vehicle that combines the powers of snowboarding with the power of motocross. This vehicle can drive on any surface all year round. The Shredder can go as fast as 25 miles per hour, allowing full control of turning and performing tricks. Next up, we have the Rise, the newest in 3D printing technology. The Rise is the fastest 3D printer currently available, with the program allowing you to print text, pictures, and anything you can imagine while cutting out toxic emissions. Last but not least, there's the Giro, a revolutionary carry-on luggage bag. It is the most lightweight and movable luggage bag on the market and includes 2 USB ports, a Bluetooth tracker, and bag expansions. The wheels allow for versatile movement on any type of surface, removing the possibility of wheels getting stuck or breaking. That's all for this edition of Tech Talk. I'm Rodney McKenna. Now here's Alan Toney with today's school news.
Thanks, Rodney. Attention students, the American Legion is sponsoring an oratorical contest centered around the Constitution of the United States. This contest is open to all 9th through 12th grade students. If you are interested in participating in this contest or receiving more information, see Mrs. Long in upstairs C building. Winners have a chance to win $3,000 to $18,000. Any student interested in joining the SAD Club, Students Against Destructive Decisions, should stop by B104. The club fee is $5. Links of Love will be providing a pizza party to the 5th period that collects the most money. All proceeds will benefit a child in need. Bring in money all of next week for a chance to win. Now, here's PPP actress Amber Allen with a special announcement about the upcoming musical, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Hello, humans, or should I say, people that I bump into on my way to class in the hallway. I'm Amber Allen, and I have the honor of giving you all special announcements on upcoming events like the musical, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber on Fleet Street. Now, I know what y'all are thinking.
Boo! Musical theater! Boo! Nah!
No, musical theater is not boo. It's a great way to make friends, sing and dance, and tell a story on stage. Who doesn't want to be on stage? Well, you can find audition music in 3 locations: Mr. Hayner, Miss Williams, and Mr. White's room, all in C Building. Auditions will take place on November 27th at 2:20 p.m. in C Building. So make sure that you're on time and dress nice. This is an audition we're talking about. And
You should audition for Sweeney Todd. The audition experience might be odd. So come on out and have some fun. You never know how the audition may run. You could get cast to tell the tale of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. Sweeney!
we'll see you there.
Thank you for that, Amber. Looking ahead at today's lunch, you will have a choice of cheese breadstick with marinara, chicken sandwich, entree salad, fresh fruit, chilled fruit cup, and milk. That's all the school news for today. Scarlett, back to you.
Thanks, Alan. Now let's get an update on the world of sports, both here in Germantown and beyond. Ryan Coleman has today's sports report.
Hey Scarlett, the big story this week is of course our Red Devil football team. They're looking to continue their undefeated season tomorrow night against White Station. Going into the first playoff game last week, undefeated against our rival Houston showed just how hungry the team is to bring home a state championship. The first since 2003. Our defense and offense were hitting their targets on every down. Houston's pass offense got into the end zone early one time, and they tried to settle for the run throughout the rest of the game. But boy, were the Devils stuffing them. It was a foggy game, which later led to some rain, but that inclement weather wasn't stopping anything, not even the fans. It was an overall great win for the team as they put up 5 touchdowns against the Mustangs. The Red Devils have set the bar high for themselves heading into the next playoff game against the White Station Spartans. I spoke with head coach Chris Smith to discuss the game plan and the mindset of the team right now going into tomorrow's big game.
We can expect the team to be ready to play, probably play with some enthusiasm, some passion, playing for, those guys that they're playing for their careers at this point. If they lose, a lot of these seniors are done, and we don't want that to happen. And I know the juniors and sophomores want to keep playing. They're enjoying the experience. But like we've been telling the guys all week, it's about choices that you make Monday through Thursday, and they're going to make the choice to continue to keep playing and do something special. And that's the choice we hope they're going to make.
Tomorrow's game is going down right here in the Devil's Den. Be there, ready to cheer the team on to victory at 7 p.m. sharp. Wear red. Turning now to basketball. Tip-off of the Red Devil basketball season is right around the corner. The varsity team's first game is Tuesday against the Arlington Tigers. The Devils have some new additions, but for head coach Jason James, the game plan is still the same. I hit the court with some of our Red Devils to talk about the upcoming season.
He just want me to facilitate, get my other teammates involved, and score the ball when I need to.
And we just defense. Our main focus is defense, stopping other teams from scoring. Yeah, we just focus on defense this year.
Stay focused. Don't worry about everybody else. Just focus on yourself.
Intensity, never give up even if you losing by too much or too little.
Devils battle Arlington Tigers Tuesday night at Arlington. Game tips off at 6 p.m. Come on out and support the Red Devil basketball team. That's your look at the world of sports, Scarlett. Back to you.
Well, before you go, Ryan, this has been a remarkable season for our Red Devils. How can they win tomorrow night's game?
Germantown has a strong chance to defeat White Station. Just recently in week 8 of the regular season, the Devils won 45-35. The Devils' rock-hard defense has stopped many offensive onslaughts. So if they can continue to hold the line, they will easily triumph over the Spartans.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm sure this will be a game that no one will want to miss. Every year on November 11th, we remember and thank those who served our country. In honor of Veterans Day, we wanted to know, if you had the opportunity to meet a veteran, what would you say to him or her?
I congratulate him on the job he's done to help protect the way we live today.
I congratulate them for honoring my country and all this stuff. You know, just appreciate what they did for the United States and all that.
Thank you for supporting our country. It's so great to be in a place where we're free to do whatever we want. As far as speaking and religion and all of that stuff wouldn't be available to us like without your help.
I would thank him and her for serving our country and, you know, just being brave and having the courage to fight for our country. I think it's very nice. I would congratulate them.
I'll be like, thank you for serving our country and I respect you.
Well, first I would ask him what did he do to become a veteran, and I would ask him if he's honorable. But I would praise him.
Taking a look at the weather this holiday weekend, Friday you might want to grab a light jacket. It will be mostly sunny but cool with a high of 57 degrees and a low of 42. Saturday will be partly cloudy with the high predicted to be 66 and the low at 52. Sunday, expect a 30% chance for a pop-up shower. The high will be 64 degrees and the low 48. That's all the news from around the world and here at home. From all of us here at GHS-TV, have a great day.
For those who wish to participate, please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with state law, Germantown High School will now observe a moment of silence. Thank you, and have a great day.